Hello and welcome to Katrinas Creations. This is our Friday edition, and this is not a yarn related video today. Today I'm going to be recreating a craft that I saw done on Do It on a Dime. If you don't watch Catherine's channel, Do It on a Dime, you should, because she does a lot of craft projects and things she puts together from the Dollar Tree. And they are really nice. Right now she's been on a Ralph Lauren kick, and some of the stuff she's coming up with looks amazing for the price. So if you're not from the US, the Dollar Tree is a store where it used to be years ago everything was actually $1. Now it's up to $1.50, and then they have like a little more expensive items that you can get. I think they go up to maybe $5. So yeah, this craft was one I saw on one of her recent videos, and I really liked it, and I thought it looked really classy and dressy, and I had some things to make that I could incorporate into with this. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing. So I bought this at the Dollar Tree. I think this one was $3. It had a label on the bottom, but that was removed really easy. I just ran it under some hot water and it peeled right off. It didn't leave any sticky residue or anything. So we have this. Now in her video, she actually purchased 2 other smaller sconces. These I actually got from the Dollar Tree 23 years ago when everything really was $1. These are from my daughter's wedding. And I'll hold this up close. The candle stand was $1, and actually the candle that is in it, which is like a vanilla small pillar candle, was also $1, and then we dressed this up because she had pearls as part of her theme. So these were on all of the tables at my daughter's wedding for the centerpieces. But, and here's where the fun comes in. So on Do It on a Dime, she actually purchased some of these, which were $1.50 each, and they're glass. Then she used some super glue, which was also purchased from the Dollar Tree. I think it's technically called E6000, something like that. And she glued this underneath here to give it an elevated, pun intended, an elevated look. So that's what I'm going to do. But she also took, now she had bigger candlestick bases. I could not find larger ones. She actually took this large vase and found a candlestick that had a base on it. Well, it had a top on it like this and a wider base. And she put it like this, which also made it look really nice. I could not find the wider ones. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, not permanently, but I'm going to, if I don't break it first, insert this. It fits perfectly in the base. And then candles also from the Dollar Tree. And that's going to go in and look like this. Yeah, it cost me $4.50 to do this. Yeah, because the candle I don't know how long I've had it, but it was probably from the Dollar Tree as well. And yeah, the base and everything. And if I had a wider candlestick, I actually could insert this on the bottom as well. But I'm afraid because this is narrow, it's going to tip over. Now I'm not putting this in permanently because my idea is I can take this inside out and I can have a large white pillar candle that I could put in here as well. What I'm going to be focusing on though is attaching these, and I have 2 of them. We gave them away. We had, I think she had 11 tables, if I remember rightly, at her wedding. We did a couple of unique things. We had 11 of these at one at each table, and they were already pre-assembled, so we just had to put them on the tables. And then after the wedding, people that helped out with the wedding, like helping with favors, stuff like that, we gave them that centerpiece as a thank you. And we had 2 left over. My daughter had a couple at one point too, before their house fire. I don't know if she has any anymore. But anyway, I still have 2. So for the parents of the bride and groom, we also wanted to do something that could be used again. So we took a cake stand, you know, the type that had the dome on them. We took the dome off and we used it almost like a pedestal giant candle holder, and we put pillar candles in the middle of it. And then because she got married at Christmas time, we tucked holly, like gold holly leaves around it, and tied a big tulle bow on the pedestal part of the cake stand. And then after the wedding, she had a cake stand she could take home and use. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to see how successful Katrina is at gluing this together, and hopefully won't glue my glasses, my fingers, or anything, my face to the table, anything like that. So let's just get turned around and let's give it a try. Okay, so here we go. I'm putting this generously around the rim of the candle, just because I don't want it to tip over. That would be bad. Now fortunately, these candles have a little lip on them and they fit almost perfectly. So I'm going to leave that alone and let's work on the next one now. You do want to make sure you get this exactly centered pretty well, because otherwise, once it gets in place, it's not moving. As you saw, chaos almost ensued there. I would tip the candle, the bigger candle, upside down, except the candles are kind of stuck in the bottom of the vases from over the years because the candle has been used, and so wax has got it stuck to the bottom. Hope it don't drip any on my table, or I'm going to have a permanent tablescape with my candles permanently stuck to my dining room table. Okay, there's the second one. And I used up all of what was left of my glue. Now I do want to get this again centered in the bottom really well. So there we go. So let me set it up on my table and you can see what it looks like. So there is the finished setting. Now I did put some hydrangeas in here. They were a little bit big, so they look a little squished. But like I said, I could take that whole thing out and put a plain pillar candle like that, but a taller one in there. Yeah, I could put different flowers or shrubs, anything in there. Christmas time, I actually have some battery operated glitter pillar candles that have a tall one and then two shorter ones, which could go in here, and then I could tuck holly and stuff around them. So I'm real happy with how well it turned out, and that super glue worked really, really fast. I did not get any on my dining room table or on my hands. So yeah, we're doing good. Did not stick myself to the table, which is always a plus. But yeah, I'm real happy with how that turned out. So if you've enjoyed this little video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. And I will see you again tomorrow when I have a couple of new finished objects. Thanks for watching. Bye.